What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The Kush Concierge, Something for the People, where the evolved hustler comes to learn more about hoodoo, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. So yesterday we did have some dialogue about the tragedy that happened in LA with a young woman and her spiritual journey. And I gave a little bit of insight into my spiritual journey as well, because I was able to kind of see that from a different perspective. I also did the tribe reading. So if you guys would like to check out that episode, tap into Apple or Spotify. It's uploaded to YouTube as well. And I also put the visuals up so y'all can see the cards. But outside of that, let's get right into it. Today is Friday, and Friday is ruled by our girl Venus, or our boy Venus, depending on how you look at it. And Venus, of course, is all about the essence of glamour magic, mirror magic, and sometimes it's necessary to glamour yourself and feel good about yourself so you can build self-worth and self-confidence. A lot of times people don't realize it's not about the crowd, because when you become that essence of your higher self, you will naturally attract the people that need to come into your frequency. So the more you love yourself, the more you attract people who love you, right? Okay. So that brings me into the fact that Venus energy is also about partnerships and friendships and business relationships for us hustlers. And a lot of people may be in the energy of reconciliation. And again, just being more open to coming back towards you during this season of Mercury retrograde. Make sure you're practicing your discernment though, because a lot of people just having memories and thoughts, and you want to make sure people are doing the real work to be in your life. If they left for a reason, and that's not to be negative, because some people leave and then they come back better. But again, that's all about discernment and perspective. I still encouraging people to not make any solid decisions about that type of energy until after retrograde, for real. So Mercury will be stationed direct. It won't be no confusion, you feel me? So do what you will with that information, but you'll find it's a little bit easier to make a clear-cut decision when you don't have that Mercury retrograde energy playing in your face. Now, you can petition Mercury guides, like I talked about in previous episodes, that'll help guide you through this process. Again, Hermes, Anansi is a trickster god. So, Papa Legba, Thoth. Thoth is what the image of Hermes stemmed from in Mercury. So Thoth is not necessarily a trickster god, but Thoth is all about knowledge, wisdom, information, and then it evolved into Mercury and Hermes. Okay, so check that information out if you will. But you want to be mindful of those reconciliations today. Today is a good day to do mirror magic, so you can recite your affirmations. Today is a great day to do glamour magic, so that could be something as easy as you getting a good lineup, fellas, for the ladies, doing your brows, doing your face, putting on a little nice lipstick, a little gloss, it's all glamour. Get your mascara on. People like to make shit seem so exorbitant and just this is, you got to do this, you got to do that. Your ritual could simply be your self-care routine. And today you might just want to dab into putting a little bit more energy into your beauty routine just to give yourself a boost of confidence. Today is also a good day to get your beauty care done. Like if you're going to get your hair done, your hair cut, you want to go shopping, do a spa day. Beauty treatments are more favored on Venus days and hours. So again, maybe if you don't want to necessarily do it on a Friday, or you can't schedule it on a Friday, maybe what you'll do is schedule it during a Venus hour if you're into that planetary hour thing. Okay? Now, with that being said, hold on, y'all. With that being said, the sun is obs in Aries. It will be that way until the 20th. When it goes into Taurus, then we have the moon waxing crescent in Gemini. So we still getting that Gemini energy, still getting that juggling tasks, protection, and movement, intelligence, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So definitely be mindful of your words today, for real. Be mindful of the information you're intaking and consuming. With Mercury retrograding in Aries, Venus is also in Aries. Ew, we done crossed on over. I missed that one. I'm doing other stuff. I done missed that. Hold on, y'all. I know it's on our calendar, and I looked a little earlier, but skirt. I missed that. When Venus going to Aries? No, I got to pull it up. Oh, I probably talked about this shit too. Brain fart. Okay, he went in Aries on the 4th. I had to check back like, hey, Venus getting to Aries. You know how sometimes you be having like deja vu type moment? Yeah, it's one of those moments. For me right there. Right there. So yesterday the sun in Aries went conjunct into Mercury in Aries, and we were experiencing the energy to like step forward and be leaders and follow your passion and really just focus on what you wanted to see come forward. So you're carrying that energy over into today. You're nurturing those relationships and those partnerships with that energy, especially with Venus being in Aries. Now, let me look at the aspects. I'm all over there. The sun is conjuncting Mercury, and the nodes are conjuncting Mercury in the sun. Ooh, so we got some Chiron. So it's a lot of work being done in terms of your ego and becoming your highest self through shadow work and really healing childhood trauma today. Especially with those nodes conjuncting, and then you got the Chirons as well conjuncting the sun and Mercury. So again, it's a lot of energy behind saying what you mean and mean what you say, and being mindful of how you speak and talk to yourself as well as others, again, and also the information you consume. You know, it can send you for a loop. Like I said, we are dealing with that situation where a lot of people are now questioning and speaking heavily about the spiritual community and like psychosis and the process, and what, you know, everybody's having the Christian and the spiritual debate, and do you talk to spirit or do you talk to God, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, just be mindful of that energy, because it is at 0 degrees with the sun conjuncting Mercury, and it's at 1, 3, and 2. No, 3 and 2 with the Chirons, with conjuncting sun and Mercury. So like it's real thick, the energy real thick. Like I told you, I'm still kind of leaning on my degrees, but when I do see something very close to 0, I think of it as a moment of absolution or damn near absolution. Like those are the vibes, and they're strong. Like I said, it's something for the people. So I try not to talk in a way that is like so far out that people be like, what the fuck? Because astrology can sound like a different language. And my goal is to break it down in a way that we can understand it without having to like go so deeply and dissect, unless that's your thing. Now, this your special interest, obviously. But if you just a person who's like new to this, and or maybe astrology is not your special interest, and but you still want to be able to utilize that energy and harness that energy, I try to come through with the real world examples for y'all. So yeah, the sun in Aries is squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So yeah, the ego is having a little bit of minor conflict with the idea of transforming and changing the way we see things. And again, that's something you can see coming to essence, fruition within what's going on with that social media dialogue as well. Like the divine feminine is rising, and when I say that, women just are becoming more confident and sure of themselves. They don't care what men think, they don't care what other people think. Women are deciding to live independently. Women are deciding to pursue their dreams. Like, it's just a shift in totality. Even if a woman is with a man like Nara Smith, ooh, confirmation. Even like the narcissist situation, like people were just like assuming like she just was this traditional, what they call a trad wife. And in reality, her husband shares a lot of the gender roles with her. So, that in itself. So it's not in totality about like, oh, independent women who, say I just feel like the role of what it means to be a woman in society is shifting overall. Even if whether you are single or whether you are in a marriage or you're in a relationship or whatever, it's just shifting what it means to be a woman and how we can embody that. Like a lot of women are like, I would rather do it this way. This way is more comfortable, for me. So the moon is sextile Venus, which is amazing because Venus in Aries gives you that passion to really pursue the things that you want to do creatively, Gemini, and the ability to juggle those multiple tasks and to kind of get your mind right. Then you got the moon squaring Mars and Saturn is in Pisces, with Mars is also in Pisces. So, So head over heart type deal, right? Head over heart. Really wanting to have the discipline to do the inner work. Like, do you have the discipline to separate your task and to like check them off in a way that gives you like a real plan? You're like subconsciously dealing with, what information you're intaking to go forward, or have you learned the necessary lessons? I was looking for the word. Have you learned the necessary lessons that you need to learn over this time, like not feeling smart enough, not knowing how to delegate and how to work with all parts of you, not exercising your throat chakra about what you want to see come to fruition, not pursuing the things that you know for a fact, like just not folding, basically. So it's a little resistance with that today. The moon is trending Pluto. So they getting along. Gemini is like changey. They switch up. And so that aspect of switching up and changing some things, the rhetoric itself is in favor with Pluto and Aquarius. Mars and Jupiter are conjuncting Saturn and Uranus. So that's interesting. Slow and steady wins the race. You still being asked to have patience as you build you create this new life. That doesn't mean that it's not a blessing, but if you learn to more so go with the flow and do your proper due diligence while you wait, you will catch the good side of that. Alchemize that energy. Y'all know how I be about that. Neptune is sextile Pluto. So that Pisces energy, doing that deep dive, leaning into it, baby. Lean into it. Following your intuition. Like if you know for a fact it's time for you to make a shift, move towards that. Don't question that energy today. Lilith's still doing her big one. We still got massive amounts of planets within the Aries community. So it's a lot of passion, a lot of wanting to start new projects and new beginnings. But we're stabilizing ourselves. There's slight stability in the building, but it's lots of emotions. So people are high in emotions. People are talking. People in their feelings with that Neptune energy, dealing with themselves, their shadows, lack thereof. So be mindful of what you're taking in, because people be projecting real bad. On the nodes, so it's like 3 nodes on here, but the nodes themselves, it looks like they're working though. They're all working together to make sure you can reach your destiny, you can reach your purpose. The nodes are kind of moving in tandem to make sure you get where you need to go. Lilith still doing her big one because there's so many aspects and transits in Lilith. But she is still giving you the free will of learning and communicating, of being your highest self, doing that necessary cleansing. She in opposition to Mars though, so be mindful. People just be wanting to just have a moment, so be mindful of that energy. Release it, let it go. Focus on you. Stay grounded today, because that's Lilith and Virgo opposing Mars and Pisces. That drive and that passion. Like, don't let this wind out of your sails today. Lilith and Virgo are saying you might want to coast, but you need to go on and commit to this process. And that Mars and Pisces is like, all over the place, not really knowing what they want to do, not really committing to the journey. I'm interested to see what this pool is going to say about that. And a lot of what I'm saying to y'all, I like to do this before I read, because when I pull, you can see the correlation in between, like, what's going on with the aspects and what's being pulled. I don't project, because I do my own personal pulls before I talk to y'all. So it really be tribe, it don't be me. So I don't know, I feel the need to say that. But I feel like some people, they'll be like, oh, she projecting. Not me, but I've heard them say it about other people. And I just want to let y'all know I pull for myself before I get on here, just to keep the energy pure. If I do catch a little stray, oh well, but I've dealt with myself before I get on here. So Lilith is trending, little side note. Lilith is trending Jupiter and Uranus, both in Taurus. So, yeah, you cleansing, you committing, you saying, all right, doing that work is going to get you them blessings. It's going to get you that chance to push forward. You stepping into a new idea of how things are supposed to be within the culture and generation. So that's what's up. But yeah, she giving you free will about the other shit. But like most Virgos, sitting to the side, silently judging you. She's like, I'm judging you. I'm going to let you do what you want to do. I'm going to give you a little rope to hang yourself. But you feel me? That type of energy. Chiron, again, is conjuncting. So working in tandem to get you where you need to go, whether it's uncomfortable or not. You feel me? It's happening. And those are the aspects for today. So most of what I could say is stay grounded. Woo, me yawning. Not me yawning. People like, have you been unnecessarily tired? I'm heavy plus these places. I always love a good nap. Naps love me. And then in addition to what they say, they're talking about the aspects of, are you experiencing like eclipse situations? And one lady was talking, which I like, Breezy, like she's funny as hell, and she's very well informed. But it'd be so funny to get people's take on like what they feel like is like madness and mayhem in regards to how we think about things spiritually. And I ain't gonna hold you. I still say two or more things can be true at the same time. That's why they have two doctors usually. But anyway, she was making a joke. Like, she was like, of course you're sick. It's allergy season. It's a cold front. Your body hasn't adjusted. Well, a lot of people like, oh, I'm experiencing ascension symptoms. You feel me? I'm like, Anyway, I don't know. I've ascended already, so I feel like more of my shift is like internal, not physical at this point. Like, I had a little interesting motion, but I'm like old person. I done had surgeries and stuff, so yeah, when it rained, and it rained a lot after the eclipse, when it rained, my body be aching. So I just took it like that. I ain't take it as an upgrade. Shit, I been had my superpowers. Now, am I gonna get some more? Do they get stronger? But, hey, everybody do their own thing. That's why I try not to judge. I try not to tell people about themselves in certain retrospects, because you just never know. And sometimes it come off away and people don't be realizing that shit. And when I say come off away, it come off like some real hater shit. Like, if somebody want to believe that they have ascended and they have grown and they're closer to what they consider to be a higher entity, then just let them do it. Like, the world is a dark, dreary place. We got enough neurotypical motherfuckers who, like to do it one way. You got enough of that. As long as they ain't hurt nobody, you feel me? Like, they say they experience upgrade. Hell, they experience upgrade. Who cares? That's how I look at it. Shit. And I talk about that often because I know what it feels like for people to, like, look at you sideways when you be on some, like, real spiritual shit. Motherfuckers be really looking at you sideways. It's so funny because I had a lot of, in my previous timeline, I had a lot of people around me that was pretending to, like, oh, I get it. Oh, I like it. And really was talking about me like a dog behind my back. Really dealing with me in a certain type of way. So I've come to the point where a lot of my shit I just keep between me and spirit, and let spirit say, hey, you need to say this, you need to have a message about this. But hey, I'm here to let y'all know a lot of y'all just didn't get a wristband. Yep, a lot of y'all just don't get a wristband. It ain't no shade. Everybody got their role to play. And I don't like, some people are upset, like they like, don't buy into the chosen community. You think you're chosen. I don't like the chosen rhetoric. And I'm like, I mean, maybe they are chosen by God. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that they're not? That's why I paid my business. Because if you was mind your business, you wouldn't care if they were or they weren't. Because that shit ain't got nothing to do with you. That's why you got to keep your eyes on your own plate. But it be weak. Like, people like, everybody's saying they're chosen. You're not chosen. How do you know that? I ain't saying they are, but to speak so sure of yourself with that is weird to me. Like, I don't buy into the chosen rhetoric. And I'm like, well, this what? What do you mean? I mean, I could plot it in so many different ways on all levels. If you want to look at it from a Christian way, like, God did choose people. He chose prophets. He chose people. He chose people to hear him, to hear her, however you subscribe. You go into Hoodoo, they send you out in the woods and you hear the voice and you get chose. You get chose through, like, birthmarks and, like, spiritual you get chose. So if that ain't getting chose, what is? I don't know. I don't know. That's why people be talking. I be feeling like, oh, so you mad you didn't get a wristband? That's what it is. You feeling some type of way because you trying to figure out what the fuck your gift said. You try to figure out what you mean. What a gift, maybe you didn't, get it. But it's arrogant to assume that just because you haven't reached your moment, that other people haven't as well, and you are all operating on the same frequency. That's not true. Everybody can't be a chief, boy. Period. And that could be applied through. Everybody ain't a queen. How many queens you see? You don't see very many. And a lot of people are like, what you mean? Da, da, da. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is just what it is. Everybody's not a queen. Everybody's not an empress. Everybody's not a king. Everybody's not a chosen one. You don't meet there are certain prophets you don't meet. Like, everybody in their mama is not a prophet. And that's not to be arrogant about it. It's just what it is. Everybody's not in that way chosen. Some people just here to be a filler. Some people are here to give information. Some people are here you got to know your role. That's why it's very important to just, like to look into your chart, look into your lineage and your DNA and see, like, what gifts did you get from your family? What your granny them passed down to you? You feel me? And if you were secure, you knew that you wouldn't be trying to dissect everybody else. Like, some people are meant to be fucking Superman, okay? Everybody ain't a Superman. How many superheroes do you see? You don't see many. if you subscribe to traditional whatever, you don't see, everybody ain't meant to be a police officer. Everybody ain't meant to be a doctor. How many surgeons? Like, think about it. Think about it. Like, I be looking at shit different. People be talking. I be like, what you mean? That's like saying everybody could be a brain surgeon. That person was chosen and trained to be a surgeon. They were chosen. What are you saying? Like, what? Shit. Maybe your gift ain't spiritual. Maybe it's something else. Okay? Just saying. Just keeping it up, boy. Just keeping it up. I'm reading to you guys during the moon hour, so let's see what this moon in Gemini got to say to us. Thank you, Papa, for opening the roads and allowing me to speak with our ancestors, elevated obviously, and our guides and archangels to see what guidance the collective needs for today. I know you probably got a little tea for us because, it's been piping hot the past couple of days. But we always love a little self-improvement as well. So let us know what we need to know as we move through the day. And yeah, what you got for us, Spirit? Let's see. Okay, Miss Ida here. And another thing I want to say, I seen something like somebody say that, and this is totally random, but I got to get this off my chest right quick. I seen somebody say that, they was like, how do you denote what's spirit and what's not? Like, people say, okay, they say God and you say spirit. We know we talking to the creator God, but y'all talking to a spirit. Maybe it's a bad spirit. Pause. First of all, there's, in other religions and pantheons, there are other gods and goddesses. Let me pause there. So, do you know what God you're talking to? And then on top of that, spirit. The spirits are intersectional because we could be a good spirit, a bad spirit. I don't know why that just came to me, but like, yo, people be chilling me out. They be like, you say spirit, but is it a bad spirit? You say God, but is it a bad God? Okay, that's what I got. Now, moving on. Come on, bro. Because it's been some debate about that. Like, in terms of how we connect and who we talking to for real. There's been some debate. So I feel like two or more things can be true at the same time. Everybody different. Like, people be want everybody to be the same. It's so weird and arrogant. Anyway, present. And some ungrounding, some uncommitment. I can't stand it. Like, we got the Ace of Baskets in reverse, and then somebody ain't made peace with the past. Somebody ain't grown. And then we got the Five of Baskets. Okay, y'all. Let's see what we got here. Got a couple community cards in the reverse. I don't like that. Y'all know I don't be liking this shit. But yeah, you'll see me rant about that because I just don't like that because to me, that's a breed of superiority. Like, you just like the people coming through telling the indigenous people, this is not what you're supposed to do. The fuck? Okay. Anyway. And tell me about the Dr. Granny reverse. Yeah, somebody is continuing, they're ungrounded because they continue to swim in their thoughts with the Six of Knives in reverse for the present energy. Miss Ida is letting be known that you need to have a level of patience in utilizing your intuition. If you're not towards energy here. Be patient, do the work while you wait. Don't be thrown off. But there is a level of ungroundedness, and that's because you're stuck in negative thought patterns. Tell me more about the Six of Knives. Yeah, so you need getting to the Ten of Baskets energy, and you could be feeling this way about your stability or your family or a family unit. Confirmation. So you moved away from that. You're healing. You're healing from that. Spirit wants you to be patient and give yourself grace. Tell me about the Ace of Baskets. Relationships. It's time for you to... You're not healing in terms of the investments that you're making. There's something about that Ace of Baskets. Tell me about the Six of Baskets. Yeah. Someone from the past wants to come in and heal something. And today is a reconciliation day as well, being that it's Venus Day. This growth situation, ooh, I have a feeling this is going to be interesting. Tell me about the Six of Coins. Yeah, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Realizing that it's time for you to move on. You haven't been getting the care and the love in terms of generosity from these people, these Ten of Baskets energy. So you're choosing to move on. Tell me more about the Three of Knives. Daughter of Coins in reverse. So yeah, it's a little fear. You fear this. You're afraid about this growth. You're afraid about that growth, baby. But you don't need to be, though, because what's for you is for you. You know, they might can delay it, but they can't stop it. That's what I just heard. Yeah, you being a little bit, like I said, fearful. You're afraid. You're afraid to grow. Afraid to heal. You know, feeling kind of down. Like I said, Spirit wants you to practice some patience, you know. You got to get that healing done. That Five of Baskets and that Three of Knives. Like, you're going to make it. You are surviving, but you just got to step into really getting to the point of realizing what's for you and what's not for you, and where that fits into your situation. You know, you decided to move forward. You know, you decided to move forward. Tell me about the Daughter of Coins, please. Yeah, you're kind of fearful about this next phase of your plans with the Eight of Coins. You're afraid. That's why they got that Dr. Green in reverse. Yeah. You've got to get to a point where you feel confident about what you're doing and you're able to really work towards it with vigor and passion. I'm surprised no Steves came out. Today is heavy in your thoughts and in your feels type energy. You working through that so that you can, heavy air energy, so that you can have this new beginning, so that you can have this new space. But you've got to make sure you're making wise investments. You know, healing the way you plan things, the way you do things, your response to things. Yeah, you want to get your emotions in check. Get your emotions in check, baby. Recover. Maybe you are getting them in check. Tell me about the Eight of Knives, please. Yeah, you are. You got the Four of Knives here. You're in deep contemplation. You most definitely are working through something so that you can end this like stagnancy that you're feeling. Like they said, get into it's heavy recovery. So it looks like the tribe is really just coming up off that eclipse energy of dealing with your shadows, cleansing from people, places, and things that you don't need to be bothered with anymore. You know, and that's a process. You feel me? You in an effort of you meeting the vibrational frequency of success and abundance and prosperity, you gotta go through the healing process for that to happen. You've got to allow yourself to deal with your blockages for that to happen. That's what I just heard. Tell me about this Five of Baskets, please. Yeah, turning over a new leaf. Seven of Knives. Yeah, you flipping the script. You flipping the script. You might be a little afraid of what comes next, but that's just because you need to grow past that situation. You need to make peace with your past. You know, tell me about the Eight of Coins. Yeah, it's something that you don't see coming here with the big mama in reverse. Like, you maybe can't see what's coming, so that's making you feel some type of way. Like, you don't know what's next, so you scared. Like, type energy. Leo and an Aries on the board. But Spirit, you might not know what's next. You might can't see it, but Spirit wants you to keep fighting with that John Horse card. Yeah, you don't see that. You don't see that. Is that a person or a team? fighting. You don't see that the Emperor is not. So tell me about the Six of Knives. Okay. So what you don't see going around town is the Emperor, Aries energy and Leo energy here has not been successful within these partnerships. Like you don't see that, or maybe you don't want to take into accountability that this partnership ain't working for you. It's not compatible. Yeah. There's a lot going on here. Don't be coming through. Tell me more. Yeah, there's some treachery. There's some shit that's been exposed. So you are overcoming the actual challenge of dealing with this Emperor energy, or being in your head about, the possibility of that blessing being in reverse. Must be two sides, because, yeah, you're fearful about your goals and your plans. The Sun in reverse with the Emperor. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, a lot of people around you, have been deceitful in partnerships, and you're kind of working your way through that. And at the end of the day, it's just time for you to move past it and heal. That's really what it is. You still kind of getting the residue of those issues and situations where partnerships, business relationships, whatever, family didn't quite work out, and you need to let that residue go. So in the near future, you still kind of dealing with that, which is today, upcoming, or this might be something that's gonna come to you within the next 5 weeks. You still be kind of shedding this shit to the end, middle of May. Mistaken. Yeah, weeks, because knives is weeks. And you thinking, I'm shuffling for the guides, y'all, because it's like somebody keeps trying to penetrate the energy. You just gotta fight, man. Don't allow that stagnancy to come, whether it's coming from an actual person or an energy. And all of them are interchangeable, because people are just spirits, having a human experience. But if you find yourself feeling like you can't be courageous and brave with that Leo energy, also what I'm getting is you need to continue to fight. You don't need to be scared. You need to get in alignment, get grounded, and fight for what you want. Keep going. It is what it is, baby. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay. Like I said, the Aries could be involved, the Leo. Or this could be you exhibiting those qualities and those energies. Take it where it resonates. But whatever it is, you need to get out the past, find your courage, stop being impatient, and step into your alignment. Like Knight of Wands came out because I was splitting the deck. Yeah. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit más. What do we need to know, guides? Guides. It is so arrogant to assume that a person talking to a bad spirit if you talking to a good spirit. Or, that shit's so arrogant. I keep thinking about that. That shit's hella arrogant. Okay, tell me more about this Miss Ida, Lord. Yeah, You need to be patient and have some discipline in terms of who you choose to collaborate with. Use your intuition about these partnerships, okay? You are going to have to allow them to work themselves out. Then you'll know. Nothing is for certain. Nothing is for sure. Shout out to Outkast. Something has been stopped, though. The Chariot in reverse. What's been stopped, Spirit? Something's been stopped. Spirit stopped something. Or maybe a Hierophant has been stopped towards energy. Tell me more, please. Have to stop. Spirit wants you to stop and get grounded and get committed. Or somebody has been grounded. If this you or the person, you're either been called to stop, tap into your spirit and get grounded, maybe do some meditation today, or commit and organize, or either this person is being stopped and they're having to get closer to spirit, really get grounded, being called to go within. Tell me about the Four of Knives. So there are some with the King, so the Knight of Pentacles, that was the son of daughter of coins in the Hoodoo deck. Like, yeah, you're scared. You're scared to make the investment in yourself. And that's because you mulling over what you've lost in the process with that Five of Cups. You more thinking about what you lost, not realizing this energy was the other day too. And instead of realizing that you got two other cups behind you, you started grieving about what you done lost. And Five of Baskets, heavy. Yeah, you recovering. You need to get that together. You scared. You scared to make the investment because you still healing. But you need to go balls to the wall, baby. Five of Knives, train confirmed. Yeah, you're walking away, though. Whether you want to or not, you're walking away with the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with the 8 of Cups. You healing and walking away. You might sting a little bit, but you like, fuck it, you doing it. Whether you admit that it sting or not. Tell me about the 7 of Knives. Yeah, you are in deep contemplation. You're definitely reflecting about the fact that it's time for you to start anew. Be mindful of going after things from an emotional standpoint, or someone coming towards you with malicious intent, manipulating you through your emotions. This person wants to cause an injustice because they see you working hard towards your goals, and they want to keep you in stagnancy here with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They want to keep your ass out of balance so you can't, battle. Yeah, you're not fighting this energy. You healed, and they don't like this shit. So, I went in through the back door, y'all. But they don't like that. So whatever this partnership is, it's just time for you to get some discipline for one. Discipline about what you're accepting. Discipline about what you're doing. It's gotta happen. It's honestly what I see from this. A lot of times we don't realize now certain things I do agree with. A lot of times what we are experiencing is a projection, lessons we teaching ourselves, things we're learning. So you gotta realize where those spaces interchange, you know what I'm saying? You gotta realize that shit. You gotta focus on what you can do and what you can't do and leave the rest where it is. Prayer. I forget. But if you into your Bible, you know the one I'm talking about. When it's you cool with what it is, you just I can't even think of it right now, but I used to say it all the time. I feel like it's on my wall as a child. It's my family. It's hella into church. Let's see what the Oracle has to say about all this today. Tell me about this 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got to switch the energy here. Mind your energy, mind their energy. You know what I'm saying? And you do what you do. Don't allow this shit to consume you. Tell me about the Hermit. Yeah, You are moving towards joy. Yeah, stop. So I feel like with the oracle, that's confirming the fact that Spirit wants you to stop and really listen to him or her, however you subscribe, and or God, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, however you subscribe. They want you to stop. They want you to listen. They want you to get grounded so you can have joy because they have something to tell you and it's good. You don't believe though what you don't believe the intentions. What about it? You gotta stay inspired. Gotta stay inspired. Yeah. Somebody, you know, you won't lay something to rest, but it's dead. The rest in reverse over the death card. You don't want to lay some shit to rest, baby, but the spirit said that shit done. Lay it to rest, lean into transformation, and go on about your business. Yes, it says you don't trust what? Your lack of memory. Don't trust them. Don't forget. Love yourself. That's what I get from that. Find balance. Balance on the bottom. Hunting. Find balance in what you're going after. Heavy Libra and Sag and Aquarius. Be still and know that I am God. Yeah, heavy, Chevy. Heavy. Okay? So today is really just the inner work of realizing that you can do this shit. If you're feeling stuck and you feel like you can't maneuver through what you're currently going through, you just got to be willing to lay your burdens down and realize where you play a part in your own suffering. And you've got to stop, get grounded, and find the joy in what you are looking to achieve. That's what I get from this. Like, quit mulling over what you lost and focus on what you stand to gain. You know, once you move on, your stagnation will be over. Once you move on, you'll be able to really just have it your way. Shit, Burger King things. But you've got to get past these feeling bad about these investments that you made and move on. Steady contemplating and thinking about them. Like I said, the L and the lesson, you know. Stop being in your head. Stop going over negative thoughts. You are stable. Stop and thank spirit. Stop and ground and listen to spirit. Yeah. Use your intuition about these people though. You know, and you got to have the discipline to ground your own energy. You can't expect other people to do that for you. Yeah. Don't trust, don't forget the memories. You know, you're thinking about the love, but would you do it for the love? Fabulous. Yeah. You have a lot of people coming back, though, trying to reconcile, trying to get it right. And I feel like I can't, like, the cards are the possibility of the thing. So when you tap into what you're projecting out, you know, and your triggers, what needs to be said is when you vibrate, these people won't be able to even understand your language. So you'll know if it's a vibrational match. Don't fall into old habits die hard type energy. Don't do that. You know. Yeah. What you won't lay to rest, it's already gone. Period. But that's my word for today, y'all. It's kind of like, yeah, it's a lot of inner work. That, like I said, that Lilith energy is heavy. So it's a lot of self-love, self-worth work today. I will be recording these so y'all can see the visuals of the reading. And also, if you would like to book a private appointment or a session with me, you can on thekushconcierge.com or hit me up via email or DM and I'll get a link to you. I pray this message helped someone out and gave you some clarity on some issues maybe you were pondering over. Spirit says choose yourself every single day. Don't stop. Don't stop choosing you this season, okay? All right. I love you guys, and we will chat soon.